Very good morning to one and all, and welcome to TARS 777 presents TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket, Castle Animal, and we've got match 15 coming up for you here, folks. The match between the Tygerberg Tigers, sponsored by Golden 444. They're up against the Victoria Vipers. They are sponsored by ID 247. It is a much beautiful day here, much calmer day here for cricket, and I think all the players will be enjoying this. So I was out there earlier to have a look at the pitch, as well as going through the toss there with the captains that's going to be involved in today's outing. A very hearty good morning to one and all, and welcome to TARS 777 presents TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal. It is match number 15, and it is a very important match. It's a match between the Victoria Vipers. They are sponsored by ID 247, and they'll be up against the Tygerberg Tigers, who are sponsored by Golden 444. The Vipers, they're sitting on top of the log. The Tigers, they are sitting second from bottom. They've only played 2 games though, so it's a very important game for them. But let's first talk about conditions. Overhead, it is a beautiful day here. The clouds are about again, some blue skies. I think the rain is not going to come today, so it's going to be nice. Player comfort level for these players will be very, very good. Now let's talk about this pitch. This pitch has got an even covering of grass. We've used this yesterday. As you can see, the grass there, it's still there for the seamers, I feel. And what we saw in previous games, there is some turn here for the spinners as well, and bounce. The other thing to think about today, there are some indentations in this pitch. So if the ball bounces on that, it might stand up a little bit taller, or it might just keep a little bit lower, depending on how it bounces. Now let's talk about the average score. The average score at the minute at this ground is 77, which means teams in excess of getting 80 or more in the first innings will stand a very good chance of maybe getting there. But it has to be around that 80 mark. Teams that have been under that, they have succumbed to that already. Though, the toss, is it important? Well, one would say it is. However, the team that has won the toss have elected to have a bowl first. Sometimes they work, but I think the percentage is that the team that bats second has struggled with scoreboard pressure. Let's go over to that toss and have a look. Here we are for match 15 of this Star 777 match here, the T10 Cricket Castle Animal, and it is Victoria Vipers, sponsored by ID 247. They're up against Tygerberg Tigers, sponsored by Golden 444. The umpires, Harrison and de Jong, they're here as well. It is Mahmoud Peterson, the captain of the Viper, that's going to get the coin from Harrison there, and it's Anthony Adams, the captain of Tigers, is calling tails, and it's a head. It looks like the Vipers have won the toss. Right, Mahmoud, if you can join us, what do you decide to do?
We're going to have a bowl.
Sticking to the tried and tested, I guess?
Nah, just conditions again. It looks a bit wet. We're looking to exploit that early on.
You guys are sitting on top of the table there, so you guys are going to be hunted by every team, but you want to keep your momentum going in this tournament.
It's different to be top of the hill and staying there. It's 2 different things. So I told the guys, like you said, there's a big X on our back. It's different cricket that way.
Lovely conditions here today. I think you guys can maybe exploit some of the conditions early doors.
Hopefully, 6 seamers, looks like a good plan.
Listen, go well today.
Thank you very much.
Antley, batting first there again. You guys are sitting second from bottom, but you've only played 2 games, so no real emergency yet to get a victory, but a victory you need to get some stage.
Yeah, obviously we need to get the win again in the back. We would have liked to bowl as well, but we have to exploit the conditions while we send into bat.
Might be a good thing looking at your last outing as well, maybe having a bat first and just trying to put scoreboard pressure on.
Yeah, I think in this tournament we haven't batted first yet, so I think it will be something new. But also we need to assess the conditions up early.
Some of the batters might fancy just going out there, not knowing what the score is that they're getting, and maybe try and just exploit that a little bit for themselves.
Yeah, less pressure, who knows, if we come on top there.
Go well today.
Thanks.
That is the news here at the toss, where it is the Vipers. They have won the toss, and they have elected to have a bowl first. And that was the news at the toss there, and it is the Vipers. They have decided that they are going to have a bowl first at the Knights, and that's no sort of surprise to me. However, the toss just doesn't seem to play much of a role here, because if the team that have lost the toss, more often than not, they seem to have come out on tops here. It's a beautiful day, as you can see, some of the sponsors connected with this beautiful tournament here that we have presented, as always, by TARS 777. And with me today, we have Christopher Fry. And Chris, your first time out here to have a look at some T10 cricket. I'm sure you're excited to see how things are at Vale here.
Yeah, it's good day, everybody. Good day, Eugene. It's a wonderful day for cricket out here. The pitch is looking good. And there's a couple of clouds around, so I don't think there's going to be too much in the order of swing assistance. But we're looking forward to a great day of cricket, especially the first day between the Vipers and the Tigers. The Vipers, of course, sponsored by ID 247, and the Tigers sponsored by Golden 444. So it looks like it's going to be a great day for batting and bowling today.
Yeah, as we see there, the Knights, they find themselves right at the bottom. But it is the Tigers that are second from bottom on that log. And the Vipers, they are the men being hunted down. And with me as well is our Hindi man, Kasif. And what's your take on the start of this proceedings here?
Good morning, Eugene. जैसे आपने बोला, Victoria Vipers right on top, 2 win के साथ ऊपर हैं. Run rate भी उनका अच्छा है, 1.6 something का run rate है. And bright sunshine, और अच्छी बात है, clouds भी नहीं है, clear हो गया है मौसम compared to last 2 days. So match अच्छा होने वाला है.
There we have our umpires. It's umpire Shotgun Harrison on the left. And the man on the right is Slow Poison de Jong. They are sponsored by Golf Ticket. The men in their luminous red, shall we call them, or Sunday red? Although it's not Sunday here at all. It is a beautiful Tuesday.
Indeed, it's a beautiful Tuesday. Looking forward to the bowling that the Vipers are coming on. They being top of the log, it's important that they're going to want to get it for a good start in terms of bowling. So it's going to be interesting to see how tight they're going to bowl on this pitch, because on the one end, there's definitely some grass at this back of a length towards a length. So I'm looking for the ball to skid through as well as the moisture that's underlying because of the few days of rain that we've had here. So it's going to be interesting to see how the first 2 overs are going to go, because you don't have the luxury of time in 10-over cricket. You've got to start bowling and hitting your lengths from the word go, from ball one.
Yeah, as I say always, there's no warm-up deliveries out there. You got to hit your straps. But let's look at a few things here that's going to interest you as well, Chris, if you haven't been watching this tournament. The average power play score, which is over the first 3, is 22 runs in 3 overs. That is just a tick, as we say, under 7 and over. And probably people would say, T10 cricket, you've got to go and blaze away. But the stats are showing that the opening power play is only 22. Then you look at overs 4 and 7, where you think teams are going to go and express themselves. The average is just about 8 and over, 32 runs. The average run scored in this whole competition so far during that period. Not a real acceleration. They're hovering around 8. But here's the other fact. The last 3 overs, the average is only 24. They're still around that 8 and over mark. So it just shows how difficult boundaries are coming, or teams are struggling to really accelerate coming to the end of the 10 overs.
And that's what's going to make this game especially interesting, because it's going to be interesting to see what the pitch is going to do in terms of, and the outfield, in terms of the slowness due to the moisture underground and on ground. We didn't have any dew overnight, but we've had some rain over the past 3 days. So it's going to be all important to see how they start and how they end. As in golf, you say it's not how you drive, but how you arrive.
Oh, yeah. So there we have Lincoln Simons, and number 20. He's entrusted to open the batting here today. I think they've done away with Cupido, who normally opens the batting for them. He can be destructive. And there's the other man, Shaden Hendricks. He's going to be the right-hander. He is an exciting young prospect. Just needs to keep that man on his right-hand shoulder, not talking to him too much, because sometimes when that man starts talking on his right shoulder, he tends to do things that he shouldn't be doing. And yeah, it's going to be Akil Abbas again, the left-arm seamer. And what we've seen he do is he does tend to have a little bit of shape with the ball, a little bit of swing. Maybe it could be because of his bowling a little bit round arm. So the field that he has, he's got a third man out for the left-hander, and he's got a sweeper on the offside as well. As a few towels are going out. It was dry out there. Might have found an odd wee puddle somewhere.
Interesting that they don't have a long on available here at the moment.
That's because they can only have 2 men out.
Oh, yes, of course, I forget. Sorry.
There you go.
They can only have 2 men out. So it's
No
third
worries.
man and
You're sitting here.
third
I'm your
man and
right-hand man
long
for the day.
Okay. So let's see how the first ball goes.
Chris, one thing I tell you, अकील अब्बास इनको आप कोई सा भी ट्रैक दे दें, स्विंग अर्ली ऑन आपको दिखने को मिलेगी.
Ball number 1, left arm seamer to left-handed batter. Oh dear, there was a little bit of shape, but the feet was proper in the toilet there.
Yes, it was not a good start for the batsman there. The first ball, good opening ball there by the seamer, and as I said, there's some moisture and lengthening on a length there, so we'll see how that continues to go during the day.
Yeah, there's a definite hint of swing here from the left armer. There it is. Look at that. There she goes. Oh, yes.
Swinging away from the batsman there. Great ball.
There he goes again. There he goes again. Yeah, as you said, Chris, you wanted to see how these bowlers are going to be up here. There's a little bit of hint of shape.
You see, on the length, just outside off, that's the golden rose.
Abbas showing his skills. Surely you can put a slip in. Kasif, get a slip in.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Eugene's.
Oh, that's a full toss, and that's going to race away through the boundary for a 4. That's the first 4. Again, no feet whatsoever, but he got dished up with a nice, juicy full toss. It was the outside edge, or outside half of the bat, and the ball went for 4.
Look at this. Losing his line there, losing his length, and the first bad ball punished for 4.
देखें क्रिस अर्ली ऑन अकील अब्बास का अगर आप देखें प्रीवियस मैचेस को देखें तो स्टंप्स को अटैक करने की कोशिश करते हैं अर्ली ऑन विद अ न्यू बॉल. जैसे आपने देखा पाकिस्तानी बॉलर आई नो इफ यू नो द शाहीन अफरीदी, तो स्टंप्स को अटैक करने जाते हैं.
Oh, that is picked up by Lincoln Simons now. He doesn't need to move his feet for that. If he's dished up with a ball that's halfway down the pitch, he just have to swivel around and play that onto the onside. Back-to-back 4s.
Great shot there by Ashton Simons. Showing his class there, picking up the short ball, taking it over. Great pull, great hook there, great shot.
देखें यूजिन, अगर आपको आगे बॉल से स्विंग मिल रहा है, so there's no point आप शॉर्ट पिच बॉल करें और बैकअप लेंथ बॉल करें, क्योंकि स्विंग है उसमें पिच में.
Keep it up there, especially when somebody doesn't use his feet. He's got to go fuller. Much better foot movement that time there by Lincoln, but the ball was very, very wide there.
Very wide, goes down to the third man. This first over is looking a bit more expensive for Akil Abbas. So far, 9 runs off it with 1 ball to come.
Yeah, it's a good start, this. Good start by the Tigers after losing the toss as well. So Abbas just need to find his line and length, as Chris was saying there. Look at that. Lincoln Simons, 180 strike rate.
Those 2 4s helping him good there.
The Shaden Hendricks now that's going to be facing up. So this ball should be coming back into the right-hander. One feels as well.
But he's got to redeem himself with this last ball. He's already gone for 9. Let's see what he dishes up.
Eugene straight away stump को attack करेंगे अकील अब्बास.
There's the shape, but well played by the youngster, and he gets off the mark first. So 10 off the first. What a start. What a start by the Tigers.
Indeed, good start by the Tigers with those 2 4s. The one off a loose delivery, the other one well picked up, and then the single to end the over.
There's some of the sponsors here. Obviously, our associate sponsor, Wolf 777. There's our umpire sponsors, Golf Ticket. We mentioned them earlier. Billy 777. Cricket Trust of India. D247. ID 247. JSK 1. We've also got World 777. Golden 444. They are all our sponsors out there, and we're glad to have them with us. As now it is going to be a change from, or not a change, he's going to be bowling up the first time there from the Taj, 777. It is Rana. Man, he just lopes in, but he really knows what to do with that ball, and he's going to be bowling first up here to Shaden Hendricks.
देखें यूजीन, अगर पहले ओवर की आप बात करें अकील अब्बास की, इनका स्ट्रेंथ है आगे बॉल और आगे बॉल करना, स्विंग करना बॉल, और स्टंप्स को अटैक करते हैं. एंड आई डोंट नो व्हाई ही चेंज्ड दे आफ्टर 2 balls.
Only he will know why he changed. Sometimes you just want to be a fly on the wall and find out what's going on there. But yeah, Rana Imran, bowling from the Taj, 777 in. He welcomes himself here with a very loose full ball.
And like we said before the game started, it's imperative that you hit your line and length first up. He got lucky there because the ball went straight to the sweeper. But on any other ground, if a better batsman, that would have been 4 or even 6 over point.
Or maybe if it was Lincoln Simons who was on strike, because he's motoring away here, so he's going to face up. Rana needs to hit his straps. There's no one out on the leg side here. They've got a third man in place. They've got a sweeper out on the offside for the left-hander. For the rest of them, they're all inside the ring. Still no slip, though.
यूजीन, आपको बताते चलें राना इमरान ज़्यादा पिचअप बॉल नहीं करते हैं, ज़्यादा स्टंप्स को अटैक करते हैं, सेम एज अकील अब्बास.
Oh, he tries to go aerial. Oh, my word.
A golden opportunity on a plate, lost it.
Can you believe the fielder Wali Khan underneath the ball? हाँ, बॉल हाथ में था, सीधा फील्डर के पास गया, लेकिन लास्ट मोमेंट पे ड्रॉप हो गया ये कैच.
That was the regulation miss.
Oh, that is carved away through the offside by Shaden Hendricks. Now, are we going to say how important that drop could be?
Well, they've already lost 1 run so far. This could prove very expensive.
Lincoln Simons, can he cash in on that little dropski there? It was, as Chris said, a very regulation. I mean, the Vipers were out there doing warm-ups for days. Down the leg side. That is definitely a wide. Umpire, slow poison de Jong, nothing slow about that decision.
No, that was a regulation wide there too.
It just shows how quickly the pressure's now on the bowler now. 3 runs plus a wide, that's 4, still 3 balls to go. One of those singles should have been a wicket. Again, just on the legs again, he just works that away. And you can see the lack of movement from Simons there. So you said about getting the line and length, and they need to find that proper line and length to him. And once they get that, he's somebody that doesn't move his feet that much.
Especially in the power play overs. And that's what makes that catch dropped so important, because they're now settling into a rhythm, the Tigers. And let's see what happens after this ball.
Oh, no, this is in the air again, and this is taken. And that is Shaden Hendricks has got to go. I said about just being calm. He wasn't hitting it as well as what Lincoln potentially was, and he's got to go for 3. He's a youngster with so much potential. I would love to see him just give himself some chance and cloth that to mid-wicket, and that's the end of him.
Yes, he gave himself room, came up to the ball to meet it, to put it over to the leg side, but unfortunately just didn't get his timing right and got it straight down the throat of the fielder.
देखें ज़्यादा नुकसान नहीं हुआ ड्रॉप कैच का, और आगे ही दो बॉल्स के बाद सीधा फील्डर के पास कैच, एंड बहुत ही अच्छा कैच था वहाँ पे.
Yes, the youngster, Waco Besic, is a youngster that has few words, but he's had a really good tournament. They're averaging 26. He wants to get that strike rate up above 100. That's what he needs to try and do. He's still a youngster, as we said. So he's probably going to be anchoring this innings right round. He's still keeping Severiano Kipido back.
So there's one more ball left in this over. Waco Besic to face it. So we'll see how it goes. As you say, youngster, early on in the tournament, only his third at bat. It's going to be interesting to see if he can emulate his 22 runs, that is current highest score.
Well, projected scores 82 at this early stage. They've got one ball to come here in over number 2. Rana gets his man. It should have been 2 wickets. It should have been 2.
एग्जैक्टली यूजिन देखें राना इमरान विकेट टू विकेट बॉल करते हैं ज़्यादा कोई रूम नहीं देते हैं प्लेयर्स को हिट लगाने में तो देखें लास्ट बॉल क्या होगा.
So ball number 6 here from the experienced man. Goes full. Oh, that eludes a man, and fielding is going to be such a crucial part here. Lincoln Simons, he's coming back to the danger end. We keep talking about batting, we keep talking about bowling, but for me, nothing is going to get even more the talking point as regarding fielding. We saw already a catch drop, we saw a misfield now. You can ill afford that as you look at that scorecard there.
Which begs the question, Eugene, while we were doing the pitch report and the toss, the Vipers were out there fielding practice and they were egging each other on to do better and better. But we saw a couple of drop catches, we saw a couple of misfields in the training, and now it's coming home to roost.
Nothing beats pressure, mate. Nothing beats pressure. And I'm sure that's what their coach has been saying to them. Mr. Davids himself is an experienced coach, and he certainly has high standards, and that's certainly going to be high on the topic list when he gets his troops back in the dressing room.
नए बॉलर वली खान विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के ऑलराउंडर बहुत ही अच्छी आउटिंग थी इनकी लास्ट मैच में. नया दिन है, नया मैच है. आज देखें क्या परफॉर्मेंस करेंगे.
Yeah, it's Wali Khan that's going to be bowling here. It's not Rana Imran. So Wali Khan is bowling. And he has been lofted over mid-wicket. Is it? Oh, that's another chance. That is another chance gone. What is happening out there? It's the man bowling now that dropped the catch in the previous over. He comes on to bowl and with his very first ball gives a chance. The fielder says he lost it. I'm not sure what's happening out there, Chris.
But he has sunglasses on. It was looking into the sun. He should not have lost that ball in the air.
There's no
it
sun
is
there,
so
mate.
simple.
Mate, there's no sun
And
there.
then even clouds there. I mean, even I can't see the sun. But their fielding seems to be under pressure very early on in this game.
Chris, I think you need to take your sunnies off because I'm not sure where the sun's coming from that you're talking about, mate.
Maybe I should go field out there because I would be better with it on.
No, you're okay where you are. You're okay where you are.
Eugene clearly drop था.
That's beautifully played. Oh, there's a mix-up. I mean, it's literally all happening out there. What is happening? I know it is a 10 o'clock start here. Some guys need a cup of coffee.
Maybe they've been out last night and they're still trying to wake up.
यूजीन ऐसा लग रहा है वली खान को चाय नहीं मिली सुबह. एक ड्रॉप कैच किया है और अभी मिसफील्ड भी.
We've had it all, boys. Boys, we have had it all here today. There's a flick. There's another drop. What is going on?
My goodness.
This is utter shambolic here by the Vipers. It is not, we cannot understand how bad this is. There is no reason for this. A flick onto the leg side, the flick onto the leg side, and the fielder just doesn't get it at all. What is happening? The fielding coach must be pulling the hair out of his head because this is bad. This is terrible.
Yeah, this is up a full toss. You seem to have had a loss for words there, Chris. I mean, just say another sentence if you can. But
oh, and now the wicketkeeper's gone injured.
What?
Going to throw into the wickets. Goodness, My grandmother could feel better than this, and she died 6 years ago.
Oh, sorry, there's still 2 balls left. I'm getting ahead of myself here, thinking that that's the end of the power play. Because in 4 balls, folks, we literally had everything happen there. Everything that you wish could have happened in a cricket over happened there. Oh, can we have a wicket, though? Can we have a catch? There it is. There it is. That's how you take the catch, and it's Rana Imran that takes the catch. Another ball that was shorter length. Simon's trying to go for the big pull. Ends up just getting a top edge. Advances down. Sort of wants to just play like a pickup shot, and he's got to go. And that's a second wicket gone.
So finally they managed to hold on to something there. But it looks like that's Lincoln Simon's out. He's got 14 of 10 balls, and the score is 17 for 2.
बहुत ही अच्छा कमबैक था वली खान की तरफ से और ये इनका स्ट्रेंथ बॉल है लेंथ को हिट करते हैं और सीधा फील्डर के पास राना इमरान कोई नुकसान नहीं इस दफा सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में
Well, folks, that was an over that had everything, and we still 1 ball to go, as it is Jooste. This will be his first innings here. He's coming out to face the music. And it's still interesting that it's no Sergio Cupido yet. Oh, Severiano Cupido, I should say, apologies.
But surely the manager and the captain of the Tigers must be, sorry, the coach of the captain of the Tigers must be saying, attack the fielding. The fielding is clearly where the Vipers' weakness. So get the ball, just put it left or right of the fielder, put them under pressure, and the more the runs will come.
I have said throughout this tournament, and Kasif was here throughout, that conditions are not there to just bludgeon for boundaries and stuff. It's conditions that what we've seen in this tournament is to try and hit the ball in the gaps and runs 1s and 2s. Very rarely when teams are forcing, that was the downfall of Lincoln Simons there. That's why he had to go trying to force things where he probably never had because they were on top there. They've lost a wicket. No harm done though, but this is the last ball of the power play coming up. He hits that ball down. It's just going to be 1.
And that's the end of the power play. A quick run taken, 22 for 2.
Yeah, the Bishop is with us. The Bishop is with us. 22 for 2. After the 3 overs, there we see the 2 men gone right at the top. Simons, he got 13 of 10. Shaden Hendricks, he got 3 or 4. That is the bowling card there. Abbas, he went for 10. For the rest of them, very tidy, one will say, in terms of T10 cricket, but it could have been so much different. I mean, they could have been 3 down.
It could have been easily 3 down, possibly even 4. But we're down for 2. It's now the second power play.
देखें यूजिन आपके बॉलर्स आपको अच्छी बॉलिंग करके दे रहे हैं तो अगर आपकी फील्डिंग ऐसे आपको नुकसान देगी ड्रॉप कैचेस हुए मिस फील्डिंग हुई तो ये भारी नुकसान हो सकता है टीम के लिए.
Now, this is also another thing that I've seen a lot of in this T10 format. As soon as a power play is done, the field spreads far and wide. You can still try and stop the ones because that's also a killer. The ring fielders can come in. They've got sweepers behind them potentially, but they're on the ring at the minute. Oh, that's a full toss that is missed.
Another chance goes big in the...
once again राना इमरान अपना दूसरा ओवर करने के लिए आए हैं. देखें जैसे मैंने बोला कि राना इमरान ज़्यादा लेंथ बॉल नहीं करते हैं, ज़्यादा फुल करने की स्टंप को अटैक करने की कोशिश करते हैं, फुल स्टंप टू स्टंप, जैसा कि पहला बॉल देखा आपने.
That is just sort of bunted down. He throws the ball at the stumps. It's just going to be 1.
But we've seen a reduction in the run rate from the Vipers, from the Tigers, sorry, and they are now under the pressure. And here's the thing about T10 cricket: the pressure can swing so quickly and so immediately if you don't keep your run rate up. So even though they bowl 4 or 5 bad balls, the Vipers are in the pound seats at the moment.
It's just down the ground. They're coming back for 2. This is good. Well, in fact, I think he put the dive in a little bit too early. Can you, Adam and Eve? They might have put the dive in a little early. There was a little bit of a late call. The Vipers, they are happy.
The Vipers seem to be confident that they've gotten the wicket of Luciano Joyster, but let's see what the replay says.
यूजिन बहुत अच्छा थ्रो था वैसे वहाँ पे, बहुत ही शानदार थ्रो था.
He's dived too early, boys. He's dived too early. Ah, he's got to go. He has got to go. He put in the dive. The dive was short. And that is a 3rd wicket gone there for the Tigers. And they got it all to do here, losing a great deal of momentum, going for 2. And he was short on that occasion.
It seems like the circus theatrics continue now. They've gone on to the Tigers side.
What did you call it there?
The circus theatrics. It is really going one from misfields and misjudging to diving too early. Maybe it's because it's the early game, so it's a bit of ring rust. But clearly, we've got to see a bit more cricket here.
Circus theatrics. Yeah, that's legend. That is legendary stuff.
देखिए क्रिस फील्डर को क्रेडिट देना होगा वहाँ पे. बहुत ही अच्छी फील्डिंग की है उन्होंने.
There he is, Severiano Cupido. He's finally came to the middle here. The man with number 19. Again, beautiful played. Looks like Waco Besic looks the part in terms of just nudging the ball around. And as I said, when he came in, they probably just try and bat around him.
He definitely looks the part. He might be young. It's only his 3rd innings, but he definitely looks the part so far.
Let's not put the mockers on him. Let's just enjoy what he dishes up in terms of the bat for the Tigers. So 2 balls to go in this round. Imran Over's only gone for 3 runs so far. And one thing I think the team should do with Severiano Cupido, you've got to bowl a lot more straighter. He's got a tendency to try and play around the ball a lot, so he misses the ball on the outside, and then he really gets bowled or he gets trapped LBW because he really plays with a brace leg as well. That's something that he really needs to work on.
And it seems like the Vipers have a plan for Severiano Cupido, because the first ball again to him was a slower ball, and the second one was a bit faster but outside off, and he has missed both of them. So it looks like they definitely have a plan for him today. 25 for 3.
हमारे लीग के स्पॉन्सर ताज 777 presents Taj Creek Club League T10 का असली एनिमल, powered by Wolf 777. देखें, अगर बैटिंग की बात करें आप इस टूर्नामेंट में बाउंड्री हिटिंग इतना इजी नहीं है. कुछ गेम्स में हमने देखा है आउटफील्ड इतना क्विक नहीं था. तो देखें वंस एंड टूज और गैप्स को देखें. अगर हिट आपकी नहीं लग रही है तो वंस एंड टूज आने चाहिए. आपको गैप ढूंढना होगा. तो इतना इजी नहीं है. टूर्नामेंट में हमने देखा कि हिटिंग लगाना इतना इजी नहीं है. नए बॉलर विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स की तरफ से कोलिसन. बहुत ही खूबसूरती से खेला सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में, और बहुत ही बड़ा फंबल वंस अगेन. एक दफा नहीं 2 दफा फंबल हुआ. एंड इजी 3 रन आएंगे वहां पे। फील्डिंग हमने शुरुआत के ओवर में भी देखा इतनी अच्छी नहीं हो रही है विक्टोरिया वापस की तरफ से, इतना वार्म अप करने के बावजूद भी। जॉन कॉलिसन अच्छे बॉलर हैं, पहले मैचेस में भी उन्होंने अच्छी बॉलिंग की है। स्ट्रेट टू द फील्डर, एक दफा फिर इजी 1 रन आएगा कीपिरो का ऑफ द मार्क। अच्छा लेंथ पे बॉल गिरा था, लेकिन अंपायर का इशारा वाइड बॉल, रीलोड होगा ये बॉल। देखें अभी तक प्रोजेक्टेड स्कोर ऊपर नहीं गया है। बैट्समैन अभी भी टाइम ले रहे हैं और एक दफा फिर बेसिक हिट लगाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे वहां पे और बीट हुए एक दफा फिर ऑफ साइड पे। आई थिंक कॉलिसन जो ट्राई कर रहे हैं ऑफ सम पे, अच्छा आइडिया अच्छा है, लेकिन इनको देखना होगा, अपनी लाइन सीधी करनी होगी। आइडिया अच्छा है बॉल ऑफ स्टंप करने का। एक दफा फिर ऑफ साइड की जानब, सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में, डायरेक्ट हिट होने की को, लेकिन इजी रन 1 आएगा। जॉन कॉलिसन सीधा थर्ड मैन के हाथों में 1 रन। अच्छी बॉलिंग है। देखें अगर एक्स्ट्रा के अलावा आप देखें तो इतना ज्यादा खराब बॉलिंग नहीं की है जॉनी सा, अपनी लेंथ नहीं छोड़ी उन्होंने। बहुत ही खूबसूरत शॉट कवर्स की जानिब, सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में, 1 ही रन आएगा। और इसके साथ ही हम थोड़ा ब्रेक की तरफ जाएंगे। हाफ टाइम में गॉफ टिकर चीक टाइम आउट।
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी। अपने दर्शकों को यह मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हाँ दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, ये है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ।
And this is the game to follow later on this afternoon at 1:30. It's the game between the Durbanville Dynamo, sponsored by JSK1, and they're going to be up against the Solomon Strikers, sponsored by Winfair 247. The Strikers, they'll be basking after their victory early doors there in this competition in their last outing. But yeah, in this game, 34 for 3. The average score at the 5-over mark is 38, so they're there and thereabouts. Haven't seen teams accelerate those, so how the Tigers going to approach this is going to be what I want to see here. So they got a new bowler coming into the attack, and that looks like it is the younger Pringle that's going to be bowling here.
During the golf ticket strategic timeout, you could see that the coach of the Vipers was leading them the riot act. The fielding was just not good enough. So for the next 5 overs, let's see what they dish up.
It's part of the game this season. I mean, fielding is a non-negotiable. I mean, that's like getting out of bed and brushing your teeth. It's just a non-negotiable.
Exactly. And they've got to be betting in the field. Their bowling has been okay. We're not sure if it's a subpar score so far, but their fielding has got to support the good bowling so far.
Oh, he starts with a full. Seems like that's the go-to ball for the first ball. A full toss. I mean, everybody that's bowled here today has bowled a full toss for their very first delivery.
That looks like it was a bit higher than hip high. I wonder if the umpire is going to call it.
I'm telling you, lose the glasses, sir. That was way below. Not sure what game he's watching, folks, but we'll try our best here.
Or maybe it was my hip.
There it is. And this is what I said to you as well. I got a feeling that the ring feelers should come in, but they got sweepers on the outside, so if it does go past them, they got some protection. But you can definitely stop the ones, because the road runner in Cupido, he's out there.
The Vipers can do something like any Viper would do, strangle the game out of the competition.
Oh, yeah. Like that one, huh? Oh, moves across. Oh, there he is. Slow poison. The young indicates that's a wide.
Another coat of paint, and we might have been having another conversation there, because that was very close to the next stump.
Yeah. We were talking, or Kasi was talking to me off air, and he said, like, just try and maneuver around in the crease. You can't just stand still. I think I'm all for that. Got to show a little bit proactiveness. And there's another one just pushed. It's just going to be one. There's the roadrunner. He makes his ground very easy.
Like you were saying earlier, you got to push for the ones and twos. Keep running your pants off in this game, because you only have 10 overs. You can't rely on boundaries only.
Here we go. Balls number 4 coming up of this, the 6th over. There's going to be another single. Now, this just keeps the scoreboard moving positively forward till he gets his eye in a little bit more. He's faced now 6 balls, has Cupido.
But Pringle is doing the right thing. Take the speed off the ball, make the batsman play, make the batsman try and push in through the holes in the gaps in the field. He's doing the right thing. Don't give them anything to hit.
Changing the field. Third man's come in the ring, so they've moved square leg back onto the boundary on the leg side.
Eugene, they heard you, huh?
There's a slow ball again. Good skills here by Pringle. How's the running? Cupido's not coming back that time.
No, I don't. Again, you see, take the speed off the ball. Make them play, make them only get singles, because singles will take them to 69, which is way below the par score, as you've previously said at the start of this game. So the Vipers are doing the right thing. Strangle the life out of the Tigers' batting lineup.
Oh, there we go. There's another missed field. And they're going to come back for 2. Now, let me tell you about that too. Sergio Severiano Cupero, he turned around without even looking at Basic there.
Well, I know they think that it's becoming desperate now for them, so they've got to push for 1s and 2s, and the 2s where they need it. And yet another misfield. Six overs, it's 42 for 3.
6 ओवर के बाद टोटल है टीम का 42 पे 3 रन्स. कुछ स्पॉन्सर हमारे लीग के स्पॉन्सर ताज 777 presents ताज क्रिकेट लीग क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल. देखें
Collison, he's going to continue. He went for 9 in his first over. Let's not forget his first ball went for 3 due to a misfield. He's counting around. He's looking to see where he's going to go. They've only got 4 in the ring. And let me tell you, all 4 of the men on the ring, or in the ring, or on the ring. That time they managed to save it.
It's interesting that the Vipers have now reverted back to pace, because as we see in the previous over by Pringle, taking the pace off the ball has meant that they have to go and search for the gaps in the field. So let's see what the Tigers do with the space from Collison.
Again, a play and a miss. It's another play and a miss. So this over has started with 2 dots. Now then, the pressure shifts now from the bowler onto the batter Basic. Now, for Collison, I think, as you say, he's probably going to try and make a change up here, bowl a slower ball, because he's now won the over, so to speak, with 2 dots first off. He's decided to stick to the pace. It's just going to be 1, but 1 of 3.
But way outside off, had Bissek left that ball, I think that would have been a wide. But let's see, look at what Bissek is doing. He's got to go after the bowling now. He's set with 15 balls faced, and he's got to be the man to take the fight back to the Vipers.
Smashed through the offside. It's just going to be 1, though. 1s are not cutting the mustard here, I'm telling you now. That projected score of 66. That clickety-click is not enough, boys. That is not enough. 44 for 3. They've got to try and get to about 80. For me, that would be something to defend.
You just have to wonder what would have been the score had the Vipers been better in the field, because they've managed to restrict the Tigers from a projected score of 100 to now at 66.
That's just going to be 1. Now, here's something that you don't always see as we see the 7th over coming to the end. And I'm gonna tell you this. There has only been 2 boundaries in this entire innings. And do you know when those 2 boundaries came? In the first over.
Yep. It's amazing to see that we've only had 2 boundaries. And remember, the one was a great shot. The first one was a misfield. The first one was a shot over a hook by Adams. But
there we have the guys that have been doing well on top there. Those are the men. Kudo, he's having a storm out there. He's sitting on top with the amount of runs he scored. He's also the leader of the pack in the amount of 4s that hit. And Kai Curran, he's the leader of the man that's hit the most 6s. As Pringle steams in again. Down the leg side. You can ill afford any extras here. You got to try and keep it simple. And in terms of the Tigers, they have got to try and find the acceleration pedal here.
देखें यूजिन सर्जियो ने बहुत अच्छा ओवर निकाला था पहला.
Good execution. It's just 1. Throw comes in here to this side.
देखें थ्रू आउट द टूर्नामेंट जो विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स का जो पेस अटैक है काफ़ी अच्छा है और ये इनका स्ट्रेंथ है और जैसा कि आप सर्जियो प्रिंगल बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं चेंज ऑफ पेस लाते हैं अपनी बॉलिंग में काफ़ी स्लो बॉल करते हैं
There's one clip. Is this going to be the third boundary of the innings? The big size 13 stops the ball from going to the boundary. So it's just going to be two.
For once, we have some good feeling on the boundary by the Vipers. But you see, you just feel that Severiano Cubido has to kick on here because Bissek has now got 18 or 17, faster than Honorable. He's got to go on. But Severiano Cubido has got to do his role and add to the to hitting the ball out the park.
I said it was his big size 13s. It looked like it was his ankle that stopped that one.
See, another full toss, but not put away.
It's tough out there, buddy. It's tough. It's tough draw there. 51, that 50 did come up in the 7th over, in the 8th over, I should say. Everybody wants to play a little bit of football out there. Another one, trying to get his foot to it.
But I think he saved a certain boundary there with putting his foot out there. I hope his foot's okay. It looks like it's okay, and he's going to be...
There we look at the sponsors board there and all those sponsors. Again, we're glad to have you guys on board as well. We'll have another look at that at the end of this over. That's excellent skills. Another footballing touch there. I think he must be supporting United because they can't seem to score for toffee.
Well, my team beat them on Sunday, and we beat them rather handsomely 3-0. So I'm still basking in that victory. But yes, again, like I said, the Vipers strangling the life out of the Tigers right now with some good bowling. Not followed up by the greatest fielding at times, but at least they've got their foothold on this game.
That's why they're using their feet to stop the ball, mate. All right, ball number 6 coming up. This will be the end of the 8th over. Slower ball, excellent stuff by Pringle. That's good stuff. What a spell there. Conceding 15 because that's a leg by. That's been excellent.
This is excellent bowling by the slow bowlers of the Vipers. They can, you take the pace off the ball, force the batsman to try and get it to go into the gaps. This could have been a 60, 62 run projected score. They're currently at 54 for 3. The Tigers have no option now for the next 2 overs to swing for the fences.
Yeah, they've got to loosen the shackles here and see how they can get boundaries. As we said, only 2 boundaries in 8 overs. And both those boundaries coming in the first over. Can you Adam and Eve it out here?
देखें यूजिन 1s and 2s आने चाहिए it's not a bad idea लेकिन आपको शॉट्स क्रिएट करना होगी आपको गैप्स देखने पड़ेंगे एंड देखें वॉको 4-5 ओवर में अभी तक खेल रहे हैं अभी तक कोई शॉट नजर नहीं आई उनकी तरफ से खेलने के लिए.
Yeah, if we look around this field, all the boundary fielders are 5 off the boundary. They have only got, if my math serves me correctly, 3. And now they've managed to get the 3rd man. And not great awareness there by the players of the Vipers, I have to say there. They got that is rule number 1. Make sure there's 4 in the ring. That is up. That's going to be huge. That's the maximum.
The first 6 of the game, great shot by Severiano Cupido over long on. It's a huge 6. The ball actually left a big divot right in front of where we're sitting. And I could see that was almost like a 300-yard drive on the golf club just down the road.
You wish to hit the ball 300 yards, mate. Just keep it simple. Just tap it down the fairway for 50 yards. That's what you do. But great shooting there by Cupido. He's now decided it's time to go. And he is going to take a bus on. Now, what the bus needs to do here, Cass, if he's got to find a way to follow Pringle, bowling full, bowling Yorkers, not giving Severiano chance or space to free up his arms.
Exactly. देखें अकील को ये करना होगा कि अपना स्ट्रेंथ पे लें, सीधा विकेट टू विकेट आगे बॉल रखें, और यही उनका स्ट्रेंथ है. और अब वंस अगेन लास्ट 2 ओवर, 2 क्रूशियल ओवर हैं.
That's not where you got to go. That's another length. But the fielders are even 5 or 10 off the boundary as well. Screams of backing up. I mean, the basics of the game just seems to be just non-existent at the minute for the Vipers. But they're keeping it good. They're keeping it solid. That projected score now looking at 73. We said the average score overall this tournament is 77.
Cupido and Bissek have to stay in the middle now. They have to stay in the middle for the next 10 balls. And because Akil Abbas is the only bowler who they hit boundaries of 2 fours in the first over, 6 in over number 9. Let's see what they do next.
Oh, just clipped that over. Severiano Cupido. Here he comes, the Roadrunner. Oh, he makes it.
Great running by Bissek and Cupido. A bit dangerous there, but a great shot just over the ring, pulling in the long off fielder, and now they've got 2. Suddenly, it's 9 runs from 3 balls. Let's see what they do with the rest of this over.
Oh, they just got to keep going. Can't see, they just got to keep pushing on. Slower ball. Oh, they're going to go through for a bye. Yeah, I told you the Roadrunner. You've got to be aware when the Roadrunner's out there. He runs for everything.
फहद खान कीपर हैं विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स के. कुछ अच्छा दिन नहीं गा विक्टोरिया की तरफ से. फील्डिंग की जानिब काफ़ी मिस फील्डिंग, काफ़ी फंबल्स हुए. देखें, अगर आपकी बॉलिंग को अच्छी हो रही है तो आपका फील्डिंग बैकअप होना चाहिए.
That's up. That's going to go over point there. What's it going to go? That's going for 4. Is it? It has gone for 4. So the bye has been costly. They ran a single to the wicketkeeper. The very next ball goes for 4. Severiano swinging from the rafters, as you said. Who wants to be a coach? Sadiq Davids doesn't know what to think. I've played against him. I tell you what, he's a harsh taskmaster, and he can't wait to get his troops in.
Well, Akil Abbas now has not covered himself with glory at all. It's 1 ball to go in his 2 over spell. He's gone for 23 runs without a wicket. This is hurting the Vipers after having the game at the scruff of the neck for so long.
No, I have to agree with you there. It's the finer things they just haven't done right here. Now again, the field changes again. Third man goes back. That means mid-off is in the ring. Don't bowl length outside off stump, youngster. Do not bowl length outside off stump. Oh, he's clocked that. He has literally clocked that. So it's a dot ball to finish. 68 for 3 as we enter the last over.
But the damage already has been done. 14 off the second last over. The Tigers now had a sniff of a respectable total. They are currently on 68 for 3. There was 54 for 3 at the beginning of this over, and now they've got a sniff at having a respectable total. No doubt they will have to field and bowl well, but this could have been such a different story had Akil Abbas been a bit better and bowled his line and length in that over.
There we look at that. 111 for 76s. That sounds a lot, folks, but in the context of this, in T10 cricket, it has been difficult at times. Scooter, the leader of the pack in the 4s. Kai Curran, the leader of the pack with the 6s. There's some big hitters up there, and they just simply haven't had it their own way. As it is, that man again, Wali Khan.
वली खान आखिरी ओवर करने के लिए आए हैं. अच्छा फिनिश करना होगा इनकी जानिब से.
Again, a full toss. First ball up. That has been hit through extra cover. Collison does the work. It's going to be 2 runs. Oh, is it going to be 3? Oh, no, it's just going to be 2. Another full toss.
I can't understand why they're not. It's only 60 balls you have to bowl. You cannot bowl 5 full tosses at the beginning of each and every over.
I'll tell you
that
you
is
can.
just not on.
I'll tell you can. If you're trying to strive for a Yorker, sometimes you miss your length. It goes to a low full. It ends up a low full toss. Oh, no. Oh, no. You can't afford to be bowling extra deliveries, especially in the back end of the innings. That's 3 of 1 ball now.
That was a full toss, wide, high, everything that could possibly go wrong with a cricket ball out of a bowler's hand. That was that.
देखें वली खान काफी चेंज ऑफ पेस लाते हैं अपनी बॉलिंग में.
That's a big hit downtown. And it's taken. Oh, is it taken? It is taken.
Yes.
Pringle takes the catch. It was a good running catch there, long on, and that's the end of Basic.
बहुत ही खूबसूरती से ये बॉल किया वली खान ने यॉर्कर पे गए थे सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में. बहुत ही अच्छा कैच था वहां पे प्रिंगल की तरफ से. एक दफा लगा कि छूट जाएगा बॉल. बाउंड्री को टच होने का भी नुकसान था वहां पे, लेकिन बहुत ही अच्छा कैच प्रिंगल की तरफ से.
Well, you must feel that Wako Besic has done his job at the death overs here. 24 runs of 22 balls, going for the rafters. But again, this is a testament to the good bowling at times of the Vipers. They're forcing them to go for the big bowling. But they've got 4 wickets down now, and it's 71 on the board, 5 balls to go, and it's anybody's game right now. 4 balls to go, sorry. Anybody's game right now.
Yeah, that was Twinkle Toe Pringle there, taking a good catch, coming around the boundary as Ethan Adams. He's going to come to the middle here to join Severiano Cupido. He's certainly going to try and swing from the rafters because that's what he has to do. There's only 4 balls left in the innings. If they can manage to get up to 80, you know, scoreboard pressure is a funny thing.
देखें 4 बॉल आपके पास हैं अभी भी और आपके पास विकेट्स भी हैं, तो आइडिया ये होगा कि पहली बॉल से आप स्विंग करें और देखें क्या फिनिश करते हैं वली खान. वली खान एक मरतबा फिर स्लो बॉल ट्राई की वहां पे, लेकिन इशारा होगा वाइड का.
It turns this over into an 8-ball over right now, and you've got to get Severiano Cupido back on strike. I'm not sure if Ethan Adams with his numbers now is able to deliver at least another 15-20 runs over these last 4 balls.
You just want to see 6. We haven't seen that happen all day. I told you. I think what you said there at the start was correct. Give Sevi the strike. Because dot ball's he's not good at this stage. It means you get 1. That means Sevi would have had 3 balls to try and smash it out the park, as you said. And this could give the momentum back to the Vipers here. And, yeah, it's just one of those things here in this stick or twist time. There Sevi goes. I'm sure he's just going to wait there. He says, no, I want to face up the last 2 balls, and that's what has to happen here.
It shows you the importance of proper game management throughout the innings. You've got 10 overs to bat to score as many runs as you can. You've got to add value to every single ball. Doesn't have to be an agricultural hoik as you come in all the time. Just give the batsman who is in the strike.
Yes, here he goes. Again, Pringle underneath it, and Pringle takes the catch.
वली खान एक मरतबा फिर स्लो बॉल थी इनकी तरफ से सीधा सेम फील्डर के पास प्रिंगल की तरफ, और बहुत ही अच्छा एक दफा फिर कैच. बहुत शानदार बॉलिंग वली खान की तरफ से. 2 विकेट इस ओवर में.
Yeah, again, the ball that was wide. It could have been called a wide if he had left it, but he decided to go after it, and there we go. We see here, folks, how difficult it is to come in here and start buffing 6s or 4s around. It is not easy at all.
But Cricket 101 states that when you're going to hit the ball, you got to get your foot to the bounce of the ball. And Severiano Cupido did not do that, and he paid the ultimate price.
I think it was a little bit difficult if the ball is that wide. So I feel a little bit for him there, because it was good bowling. He bowled it fairly slower. He bowled it wider. The bowler did there. Sevi, he had to go for it and just swung hard. As we see another Adams, this is Jankin Adams coming to the crease. And he's only got, what, 1 ball to face. Will he take God? No, I think he should take God.
He's a debutant like me. I never took guard when I want to get onto this chair. Just get out there and play the ball.
Yeah, you do take guard. I gave you a welcome, didn't I?
June, as you say, देखें बहुत ही समझदारी के साथ वली खान ने ये ओवर किया है. एक दफा फिर स्ट्रेट अप बॉल और ये बहुत खूबसूरत बॉल वली खान की तरफ से लेग बिफोर विकेट और एक दफा फिर ये विकेट मिला वली खान को. क्या खूबसूरती के साथ ये ओवर किया वली खान. सीधा पैड पे लगी बॉल एंड अंपायर्स ने सीधा फिंगर.
Slow poison, De Jong sticking to his name, taking his time to give that decision. That ball was hitting off stump, it seems, so good decision by the umpire, and that is a momentum shift of note there, going in favor of the Vipers. They are going to be chasing a target of 74 for victory here. It is just below the average score here, so teams still have to go out there and really do their best. There's a score on the board, and can the Tigers protect that?
Yeah, it's the old adage in cricket, isn't it? You've got the runs on the board. They can't take that away from you. The Vipers have to go out there and score 74. But what a great outing by Wali Khan. 3-4 wickets for only 13 runs. And Sergio Pringle with 2 catches. Those were the 2 standout players on the Vipers team. Sorry, 4 wickets for 10 runs. Sergio Pringle with 15 runs in his 2 overs. But you got to say that they are the only 2 standout players in a good bowling effort.
Yeah, that's a match summary between the Tigers and the Vipers. Waco Bessick doing his bit, as you heard. Cupida as well, Simons as well. That gave them a good start, but the bowlers brought it well nicely there for the Vipers. Please enjoy the highlights package we've assembled for you guys of that first innings, and join us in a bit for the second innings. With me is Wali Khan, Fast Bowler Express here. Wali, how's your experiences been of this T10?
It's been so far so good. Very lovely tournament we're having, and we have very good side. So yeah, looking forward.
as a fast bowler, you just run in there with pace, or you just try and find your area first up?
To be honest, it's an early game, so we will try to find our areas first and then look for the wickets.
What happens if you get hit, though?
We have plans, so let's see.
What's yours?
I will maybe go for a slower one or find a pace, and looking forward to the game.
Go well today.
Thank you so much.
With us now is the youngster, Waco Besic, another fast bowler express. But you're only 16, though.
Yeah,
Man, from Bishop's Day, you enjoying this tournament?
yeah, it's been good so far.
They've entrusted you with a new ball. Is that something you like to do?
Yeah, I love using the new ball.
You're a man of letter, not a lot of words, are you?
No.
You're letting the cricket do the talking?
Yeah, for sure.
What would you like Tigers to do today? Do you want them to come on top? They have to get a win?
Yeah, we have to get a win. Definitely, yeah.
Youngster personified there. Go well today.
Thank you.
There are the two men that will be taking part today. One a man of few words, but certainly lets his cricket do the talking. The other, fast bowler extreme. And there you go. That is the match coming up. It is the Dynamos, sponsored by JSK1. They'll be up against the Strikers, sponsored by Winfair 247. Just got a fright of my life there, I have to say that. But that still awaits us in the Stars 777 presents Stars Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal. And we have a game in prospect here, folks. And it's certainly going to be something to really look forward to. Just to give a little bit of a breakdown for Chris here, just to think about. And I said there, those are the two teams there. I said that the average scores between overs 4 to 7 and then overs 8 and 10. 4 and 7 is 32, 8 and 10 is 24. And if you look at this current match we're dealing with, the Tigers between 4 and 7 got 24 runs. And then in their last 3 overs, they only managed 27. It just shows that how difficult it is to really accelerate here. As you look at the leading run scorers in this tournament, Kuda, he's sitting on top, but he's had 4 innings compared to Kai Curran, who's only had 2. Strike rates are very, very impressive there, but there are some big, big guns following him. Let me tell you, number 1, he's the leader of the pack in the 4 hitting. Number 2, he's the leader in the pack of the 6s.
Yeah, you can see Waiko Besic is right up there with the guys. Scored 50 runs in 3 innings at a runner ball. Very good figures for Waiko Besic, and he did a really good showing today. Even if he got a bit late slower than normal fire. They are the leading wicket takers there. Rala, Kamali, there's a few men on 3. Tom Ellis Cole, he's been impressive in his 2 outings as well. Dube, youngster as well for Strikers. We'll be seeing the Strikers later on, folks. A few men there on 3, but I think that's going to change as well. Apologies. It's 6 and 5 and 5. I was looking at the wrong column there, but it is Rala who's leader of the pack there. But Wally Khan, with his 4 wickets today, has rocketed up that standings there. He's done an amazing job today for the Vipers. Yeah, that will still be coming up as we see the umpire sponsored by Golf Ticket making their way out. Umpire Shotgun Harrison again on the left, and on the right, Slow Poison de Jong making his way there out. As I said, they are sponsored by Golf Ticket. Great having them on board as well. Well, 74 is the target, folks. It is that type of total. It's a type of total that I think you need to start well if you're a Tiger, and you need to be very, very solid if you're a Viper. Well, the Tigers now have to defend their score. It all comes down to, once again, on-point bowling and excellent fielding. Let's see if they're able to up for that task. Well, the first thing is, if the Tigers can field better than the Vipers, that is priority number 1, because I don't think the Vipers fielded well at all out there. In the back end, yes, they took their catches, but generally throughout that innings, I think it was very, very disjointed in the field, lack of communication. It was slow to get going. You said you can't start slow, and I think just in the field they started slow. We see it is the captain himself walking out there. It's going to be Mahmoud Peterson, as well as Fahad Khan. He's always been out there, the wicketkeeper. He's number 1. And Mahmoud, he is number 5 there, making their way to face the music here of the Tigers. Yes, it's important to note that this could have been a 60, 62, 65 score, but now they've got to go out and hit 74. It's just a bit more than runnable, so you don't have to swing for the fences early on. Find the gaps, ones and twos, run them ragged, and then get 8 and over for the first 4 overs. If you get to 32 before the power play is done, you're doing well as the Vipers.
If they get 8 and over for the first 3 overs, they've won the game, mate.
Yeah.
Eugene, welcome for the second inning. देखें अगर आप चेस की बात करें विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स की तरफ से दो मैचेस में उन्होंने चेस किया है पहले एक मैच वो हारे थे और एक मैच में अच्छा उन्होंने चेस किया था और देखिए इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं होने वाला काफ़ी अच्छे इनके पास ऑलराउंडर भी हैं अच्छे बैट्समैन हैं जैसे इनके कैप्टन महमूद एक इनिंग्स में बहुत शानदार बैटिंग की थी उन्होंने और आज ओपनर आए हैं
They're the figures, and it was Mahmoud in I think it was a previous game, and they nearly got him across the line with some really lusty blows. It earned him a shot to put himself on top. He's the captain. He can do what he wants anyway. He's up there. He's facing up to Ethan Adams. Antley Adams, apologies. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh, this does not look good for the Tigers. You cannot afford fielding slip-ups like that, especially on the first ball.
Straightforward, mate. Got a replay on that first ball, please? Let's have a look at this first ball. It was a ball, normal, just on a length, nipped a little bit back. The keeper was going to his right, decided to dive to his left, and then all in all happened to be a bye. Oh, that's going to go over point. They're going to come back for 2. Throw comes in. And it's not that tiny.
Well, Andy Adams is getting some swing off the deck already, and it's only 2 balls. So the first ball was a leave by Farhad Khan, and it dodged the keeper too. That second ball was a good outside off, and he happened just to get it over the inner circle.
Yeah, there's definitely some sea movement out there. And one person that will do that is Antley Adams. He's got good skill with the ball. He's not a man that's got a lot of pace on him, but he certainly will find a good line and length.
Yes, James. Antley Adams definitely looks the part in his opening half of his first over.
Goes again, and there's the sea movement away. And he's really trying to force his hand here, Farhad Khan, and I think you got some time just to have a look to see what happens.
Again, you don't need to swing for the fences early on. Find the gaps, get it over the inner circle, run the ones and twos, put them under scoreboard pressure.
Slower ball that time. Good skills. As a bowler, you seem to have a feel, look here, somebody wants to go after me, change it up there. It's good thinking. That's going to bring Mahmoud Peterson back on strike here. What an over this is by the captain, Antley Adams here. 1 ball to go.
देखिए यूजीन अगर फहद खान की बात करें लास्ट आउटिंग इतनी अच्छी नहीं रही थी उनकी तरफ से देखिए आज क्या नए अप्रोच के साथ आए हैं बहुत ही बड़ा फंबल फील्डर की जानिब से और ये इजी
it's a direct hit. It is a direct hit, folks. It was a misfield of note. Josh Lowe, he managed to flick the ball back to one of his teammates who hits the stumps directly. Farhad Khan doesn't look the most confident, but it's going to go to Energizer here in the third umpire's box to see if he can give us a decision on this one. It's going to be 2 or 3 runs. That's going to be added to the score. He's safe as houses, mate.
doesn't make up for the shambolic fielding that happened there. That should have been 1 run at the most. Turns out to be 3. It's just, again, fielding seems to be the Achilles heel of both these teams right now.
देखिए अगर स्पेशली जब आप चेस कर रहे हैं हम शुरुआत में देखा काफ़ी फंबल थे विक्टोरिया की जानिब से भी और अर्ली ऑन टाइगर्स की तरफ से भी और स्पेशली जब इतना लो स्कोरिंग आप डिफेंड कर रहे हैं तो फील्डिंग आपकी अच्छी होनी चाहिए अर्ली ऑन.
It's going to be the youngster Besic to bowl the second over, bowling from the Taj, 7-7-7, and he's going to be bowling to the captain thereof, the Vipers, Mahmoud Peterson. Both his men, both his openers, they are currently on 367 still needed from 54 balls. It should be a walk in the park.
True, but you got to feel for Andy Adams because I mean that could have been 4 dot balls and a 2-run over. Instead, it's 3 dot balls and a 7-run over. Not what the Tigers wanted.
Well, the youngster, he's going to dish up now. This is an interesting field. They've got a point on the boundary and third man. Oh, I tell you what, if the intention is to bowl short and wide as an off stump, I think you're barking up the wrong tree here, mate.
Indeed, short and wide outside, as we saw in the Vipers innings, that's not where you want the ball on this wicket. Short and outside, you're going to be dispatched over cover, over point, over long off for 4 or even 6, like we saw with Cupido 6 and the lone 6 in the innings. Good looking shot there by Farhad Khan. Out gets the sweeper. Mahmoud Peterson, sorry, out to the boundary. And this is what they need to do. Just keep the scoreboard ticking over. Keep the scoreboard ticking over, and the pressure will come on the Tigers.
Field hasn't changed yet for Farhad Khan. And that's as easy as you like there. Gets his one goal, parks on the other side and says, over to you, Mahmoud. See what you can do.
Waka Besic is rather deceptive with his pace, though, don't you think?
Nothing deceptive about him, mate. He's got a little bit about him. He's only 16. Bowled him! Oh, played on to middle stump, and that middle stump does a Simone, and he's got to go.
As I said, I was deceived, and looks like the batsman was deceived as well. Look at that in slow motion. Slight in swing, a slight swing off the pet deck. Not front foot, not getting to the ball. It's played on into the middle stump. Thank you very much for coming.
Eugene, ऐसे लगा ball stuck हुआ है between bat and pad में.
Indeed.
Oh, they're just going to have a look to see about the front foot here. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, it's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Fair delivery. And unfortunately for Mahmoud Peterson, he's got to go back to the hut. First wicket down with a score on 9. As it looks like Collison, he's now striding to the middle.
You must admit there must be some nervous players in the Vipers dugout now. They lost their first wicket at 9, and it was only 4 balls into the second over. 2 runs off this over so far.
Yeah, the youngster's running in, trying his best here. Way you go, Besic.
Sean Collison coming in at number 3. Interesting for the bowler to come in at number 3. He must be a great he must be an all-rounder batsman, all-rounder bowler. I'm not sure.
You got to know your customers here. You got to know your customers, but Sean Collison is there to do a job. Oh, beats the outside edge again.
It looks like he's an all-rounding bowler, judged on that ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Lincoln Simons is standing so far back. Look at the ball is on his way down to him already. You think he can give himself another couple of yards up?
Well, after that first ball, I think his nerves are a bit shot right now.
that is not the shot to play. Anyway, that's the end of the second over. 9 for 1.
But like I said, and I'll say it again, there's no need to swing for the rafters so early on. Find the gaps, get the ones and twos, put the score on the board, and then in overs 5 to 8, really turn the screw. But the Vipers don't seem to be working that way. They want to swing for the rafters, and what is it? You're only on 9 runs after 2 overs.
Just unfortunate. He's a new man coming in. Yes, we're going to see some spin for the very first time. That's the equation, folks. 65 runs still needed, or 48 balls for the Vipers to be victorious there. They are sitting on top of the table. It is the men from the Tigers that need the win. They've only played 2, though. So Tristan Fortune, look like they all got the war paint on there. They mean business today, these Tigers.
Maybe Alan Donald's his hero.
Maybe Alan Donald's all their heroes, because they all got it on. The 2 men out, long on, and a man at the deep mid-wicket boundary. Those are the 2 men out. What Tristan Fortune's going to do here, he's going to try and really force this ball in with a little bit of pace, one would have thought. That's up in the air. That's going to go over the top. Is it going to go all the way? No, it's not. Oh, there's a couple of slippage there, but no harm done. So only the 2. This is the last over of the power play. 63 still needed. 47 ball, folks. Are we in for a little bit of a humdinger here?
Unwanted pressure put on themselves by the Vipers, having to swing for the rafters now. Let's see what happens with this ball.
Oh, it's a full toss. That's a full toss. Oh, the ball is stuck in the surface, but goes through.
बहुत ही शानदार शॉट फाद खान की तरफ से. ऐसा लग रहा है कि डिफरेंट अप्रोच के साथ आए हैं आज खेलने के लिए.
That's a full toss, mate. Gosh, if that's a full toss, I mean, even you could put that away, boss, from here.
It's a straight hit, though.
It's a full toss. Anyway, here we go. 4 balls to go in the power play. 59 runs still needed. That's up in the air. That's going to go.
Fahad Khan, none.
Oh, stuck in the surface.
Well, the Vipers have a clear plan against Thurston Forster. They're going after him hell for leather. They've scored 8 runs off 3 balls. And this is going to be interesting. Let's see, how do the Tigers react?
I'm not sure they should have gone to spin here. That's wide, out to the off stump. Harrison's happy with that. I'm not sure that spin in the power play was an option for them. However, let's see how this over finishes out. Dot ball, though, dot ball. 2 balls to go for the youngster.
ये बहुत ही अच्छा बॉल था. बैट्समैन को फॉलो किया.
He threw the offside. This is going to be 1. So no harm done there. This is going to be neck and neck here, folks. In fact, that is the over.
18 for 1 after 3 overs. They're 4 runs behind what the Tigers were, but they're 1 wicket less, 1 wicket to the better. This game is now poised on a knife edge. It all comes down to what's going to happen in the next 4 overs. He's going to take us through it.
League के sponsor Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 का असली animals powered by Wolf 777. आप देखें, अगर बैटिंग की बात करें तो काफी लंबी बैटिंग लाइनअप है विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स की. काफी ऑलराउंडर हैं इस लाइनअप में.
Oh, there's a signal there from umpire De Jong. And it's going to be Jankin Adams who's going to be bowling from the tower. 777 ends. And now the field's going to be spread far and wide. And I feel this is where the game could be won or lost here. Just between overs 4 and 7. How are you going to cope with your game plans during this period of play here? Again, I see the ring fielders on the ring with sweepers behind. Surely they can apply a bit more pressure because all the batter has to do is just drop and run. Let's see what they're going to do here. Oh, it seems to be catching the first ball of an over. Must be a full toss.
Must be in the rules somewhere of the swim because everybody's bowling low, slow full tosses for the first ball of the spell. But look at that again. Couldn't put it away. You see there, Just put the ball in the gaps, and the 4s and the 6s will come.
Down for one, fielder set deep. 54 runs wanted by the Vipers.
यूजिन जे एडम्स पहली मर्तबा इस टूर्नामेंट में बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं.
Oh, that was a high full toss. That's definitely a chance miss there. Farah Khan should have dispatched that over square leg, at least 4-4. Could have gotten a 6 there, but unfortunately not able to do that.
Eugene, like I said, luckily he played it straight. पहले वाला.
Oh, it's like firing. They're firing darts out there. They're firing darts. They want to hit those pegs.
But they've got to get the ball first, though. That was the first time that they had a clean field in, as far as I can remember. Oh, great ball there by Duncan Adams. Great ball. Line and length, outside off. That's what you got to do if you're the Tigers. Almost the batsman not good enough to get a touch. Great ball there.
That's beautiful ball. कुछ ज़्यादा कर नहीं सकते इस बॉल पे आप. बहुत ही अच्छी बॉलिंग एडम्स की तरफ से.
Here's a big appeal, and he's given. I told you, slow poison De Jong. He does it all the time, takes his time, has a wee think about it, and he gives a decision here in the affirmative for the Tigers as we get another Wolf 7-7-7 wicket. There it is. Oh, hits him on the back leg, hits him on the back leg, and that hasn't got far to go. He's got to go back to the hut, though.
That was a great ball again by Duncan Adams. He redeems himself after those 2 slow full tosses. He's done very well to get Collison out. Collison is not really doing well in this innings, but I'm sure he'll do well in the next one. However, the Vipers are down to 2.
Rana Imran, the big man, walking to the middle. Now, I'm not going to say anything because the last time he walked out, I put this man, I gave him a lot of praise for his batting, and then he just didn't get any. So I'm not saying anything today.
Well, when he look the way he's walking out there. Very nonchalant, very dragging his bat to the middle. Very interesting walk to the middle here. Doesn't look like someone who wants to be there, to be honest.
देखें क्रिस बहुत ही अच्छे and hard hitting batsman है राना इमरान.
Let's see what he does with this. He's got 2 balls to face from Duncan Adams, who's done very well so far in this over. Sorry, my apologies, the correction. The over's done.
अच्छी आउटिंग नहीं थी राना इमरान की तरफ से. पहली ही बॉल पे आउट हो गए थे लास्ट मैच में, और एक दफा फिर रिस्पांसिबिलिटी है इनके ऊपर इस मैच की. आयतन एडम्स बॉल करने के लिए आए हैं अभी. एक दफा फिर लॉ फुल टॉस फील्डर की जानिब 1 रन आएगा इजीली. ऐसा लग रहा है कि जो भी बॉलर आ रहा है पहला बॉल फुल टॉस ही हो रहा है. रन रेट काफी ऊपर जाता हुआ अभी. और आप देख सकते हैं राना इमरान ने अपना हैंड्स फ्री किया वहां पे. ऐसा लग रहा था शॉट खेलने के लिए जा रहे थे, लेकिन सीधा फील्डर की हाथ में 1 रन. देखें रन रेट काफी ऊपर चला गया अभी 9 पर ओवर. और क्या ग्रेट बॉलिंग है एडम की तरफ से. बहुत ही अच्छा इन स्विंग. फहद खान को चार्ज लेना होगा यहाँ पे, काफी देर होगी है उनको। एक दफा फिर फहद खान की तरफ से कदमों का इस्तेमाल और थर्ड मैन की जानिब 4 रन आएंगे इजीली। जर्सी नंबर 1 फहद खान, और इनको अटैक करना होगा, गैप्स ढूंढने पड़ेंगे। लेकिन जितनी जल्दी हो सके आपको अडॉप्ट करना होगा कंडीशन में। इतनी ज्यादा बाउंड्रीज नहीं आई हैं इस इनिंग्स में। एक दफा फिर कदमों का इस्तेमाल फहद खान की तरफ से सीधा फील्डर की हाथ में, एक ही रन आएगा इस बार। बिग मैन राना इमरान स्ट्राइक लेंगे। आखिरी बॉल एडम की तरफ से। आप देख सकते हैं हिट लगाने की कोशिश थी राना की तरफ से, लेकिन सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में एक, और इसी के साथ ही हाफ टाइम होगा यहाँ पे। गॉल्फ टिकर स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट।
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी। अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हाँ दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, यह है एक सिंफनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ।
There is the next match here of the Taj Cricket League, sponsored by Taj 777. It is Durbanville Dynamos, sponsored by JSK1. They're going to be up against the Solomon Strikers, sponsored by Winfair 247. But before we get to there, Christopher Fry, we seem to have a game on our hands here. Oh, Rana has smoked that down south. He has absolutely laced that. And I think the strategic timeout has been clear to us all. Rana, he's going to take the attack here to the Tigers.
That was a class shot there by Farhad Khan. It was really taking it to Juncan Adams here. Let's see what happens with this next ball.
That was clubbed. That was clubbed by the number 2.
Guys, I was telling you, Rana Imran बहुत ही hard hitting batsman है. एक दफा फिर.
Ball's been bludgeoned there to the onside. Another misfield is going to bring back 2. And this is what Rana does. He comes, he walks very labored, as you said, but that doesn't affect his batting. He only knows one way to bat, and that is to wheel the willow. 39 runs now needed of 28 deliveries. This could be going to the wire.
He's making me eat some humble pie here because he must have been dragging his bat because that bat was so heavy. He's been clubbing the ball after the power.
Keep eating your pie, mate. Keep eating your pie. Oh, let me tell you, he gave it the full kitchen sink there, boy.
Yeah, but you got to keep your head down. Look at this. Keep your head down. Go through the ball. He didn't do that. He lifted his head, and he's lucky to stay on the pitch there.
We're not talking any technical stuff. He just needs to hit the ball, mate. That's what we're talking about. He just wants to hit the ball. See ball, hit ball. That's up in the air. It's coming here to short third man. Oh, it's a drop catch. And they're going to come back for two. Yes, they are. It was a great effort. Great effort there by Ethan Adams.
Great effort, but unfortunately he didn't settle himself under the ball, and you could see that he wasn't comfortable under it, and he dropped the catch.
देखें यूजीन ये बहुत नुकसानदेह ड्रॉप कैच होगा राना इमरान का.
Once again, his head was nowhere to be found on that shot. I understand you have to swing for the fences, but do it in the way that
Smoke downtown again. This will only be one, though. This will only be one. So there's the equation for everybody to see here. That is the balls that's still left here. There's still two balls left in this over. One ball left of this over. 25 balls still remaining. 36 runs needed for victory for the Green Machine, the Vipers. That's up in the air. It's just going to be a couple. Just shows how difficult boundaries is to come here. They've got two. That's an over gone. So we enter the last 4 overs here, folks.
It's going to be a tight finish here. And you've got to say, Eugene, you've got to say that this should not really have been a tight finish for the last 4 overs. They are 40 for 2. It's just over runnable. But surely the Vipers have to close the game out from here on in.
Well, I'm not sure. It's going to be tighter. I think there are a few. If you look at the graph and the Manhattans there, a couple of wrecking balls there, really playing to any sort of acceleration. However, 24 balls remaining, 34 runs. Kasif, where are you going? Which way are you going, Kasif? I know you're going for the Green Machine. You look like a Green Machine.
कौन होगा क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल और इस गेम का एनिमल और तो देखेंगे at the end of the inning देखें राणा इमरान जब तक खड़े हैं ये गेम पलट सकते हैं एक ही ओवर में and और जैसा कि स्टार्ट आपने देखा राणा इमरान की तरफ से
Jason Forte now coming into the attack with his off spin. Now then, Rana. Well, I mean, we know what Rana's going to do here for sure. He's just going to swing from the rafters. That's what he's going to be doing.
Let's see if Jason Forte can take his first wicket in this tournament. He's wicketless right now. Let's see if he can take his first wicket here. I don't think it's going to be against Rana Imran, though.
Eugene, I don't think this is a good idea. Giving ball to a youngster, and especially in front of Rana Imran.
You're saying he shouldn't be bowling? That's a massive call, Kasif.
Oh!
That is a massive call, Kasif. I've learned my lesson. You don't say anything on this side of the rope, mate. We just say what happens out there. The big man, he's got to go now.
My bad, the Eugene. Again, I've seen him playing a lot. I've seen him play a lot.
Well, look at this ball. Excellent bowling. The first time I think that there hasn't been a full toss in the first ball of a new spell. And there it is, his first wicket.
Well, I bowl it straight. If you miss, I hit. That was there for all to see. Unfortunately, that brought the end of Rana, and it is now that man, Abdul Parker. He's making his way now to the middle. The rate is gone. It's close to 9, and it hasn't been easy to score 9 and over consistently in this match here, has it?
देखें यूजिन पहले मैच में भी ऐसे ही आउट हुए थे राना इमरान and I think they watched that game how he got out.
I think they listened to you, mate. They said Rana was going to hit this youngster out the park, and he said, okay, I'll bowl it straight. Anyway, we've got a game in our hands here, folks. We really do. The rate required, 8.87.
My apology, Eugene.
I think you need to apologize to those guys over there, mate. You feel that Farhad Khan is the key to the Vipers' success in the rest of this innings. He's got to stay there, and he's got to provide the foundation for the rest of the batters to bat around him for the next 4 hours.
That is just pressed out here. And, oh, that's a throw coming in. I think you just got to try and save one, but that single has brought Farhad Khan on strike. Yeah, I fully agree with you. Christopher Fry, he is the man now that has to do the business. The equation, 33 runs required of just the remaining 22 deliveries. What a start there by Jason Fortain. Full toss, full toss. I think it was a full toss, and Farhad Khan is actually walking. And that is great to see from him. It's a wicket that's gone. He was caught. I thought it looked like a full toss that he just hit straight to mid-wicket. Mid-wicket then decided he's going to swing it out. Maybe he was going for the double play, I'm not sure. But this was a full toss for sure. It is a full toss. He takes it. And he was out. I think the right decision is there, but fair play to Farhad Khan as well.
It definitely did not put the markers on him there, but that was another full toss which should have been hit out the park and wasn't. So now that the Vipers are in trouble, they've got no established batsman at the crease, and now they've got to score 33 runs of just 21 balls.
देखें फहद कहीं पे भी ये फुल टॉस हिट कर सकते थे, and हमने पहले भी देखा कि 2-3 फुल टॉस इन्होंने मिस भी किए हैं, तो ये कहीं पे भी हिट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन सीधा फील्डर के हाथों में. नए बैट्समैन आए हैं. वली खान बहुत ही शानदार बैटिंग की थी लास्ट आउटिंग में. इन्होंने अपनी टीम को जिताया था अपनी बैटिंग के.
Wali Khan was excellent with the ball in the Tigers innings. Let's see if he can be better with the bat, because the Vipers clearly need him now.
Is a pattern forming here? Wicket one probably. Let's go with that.
Let's not ask Kashif for his ideas, because he's going to put the markers on him.
Please, the Vipers here would just, but they're not liking you at the minute, mate. They got daggers at you. I mean, they want to spit venom at you, more like it.
Eugene, no doubt, बहुत ही अच्छी bowling जेसन की तरफ से.
That is just guided down to third man. Fielder's running, gets a stop. Oh, here's going to be a run out. Here's going to be a run out. Oh, no. The keeper did not do the basic there. Get your throwing hand glove off so you can throw the ball to the non-strikers in. However, no harm done. 2 runs still there.
I think the both teams need a technical consultant to coach the teams on the basics of cricket here. But other than that, good start. Put the ball in the gaps, turn over the 1s and 2s, and the boundaries will come.
Wrapped on the pad there. It's just going to be a leg by. It's just going to be a leg by. 19 balls remaining, folks. 30 runs still needed. I tell you what, if it's a dot ball here, it's going to be 10 runs needed and over. We haven't seen that at all. Oh. Do we count that as a misfield or missed opportunity? However, no harm done. 1 run. So we're into the last 3 overs here, folks.
It's 29 runs of 18 balls. Wali Khan has come out with some form of intent here, which is good to see from the Vipers batsmen. They have to come out, and they have to. The next over, you feel, is vital to their run chase. That 45 for 4 and they've got to get at least 15, 20 runs from the next over. Kashif.
Well, they're neck and neck here, folks, at the same stage. The Tigers were 46 for 3. The Vipers find themselves 45 for 4. It is a neck and neck race here. 18 balls remaining, 29 runs still required. And there it is, Joshua Lowe. Now, if this boy takes a wicket, you got to see him get the moves on. He gets the moves on like Jagger, they say.
Oh, let's see what happens here.
Now, only if he gets a wicket, though. I mean, if he gets hit for 6, he's not going to like that. But
देखें यूजिन किसी का भी गेम हो सकता है यहाँ से और स्पिन एक दफा फिर देखेंगे और मिलेगी दूसरी जानिब.
No pace on the ball whatsoever. Going for the crossbatter, swaffed. Parker, that's a dot ball. Oh, that's up in the air. Surely somebody going to get underneath that. No, it lands in that fielding position called no man's land. Is it 1 or 2? All in all, they ran 1.
वली खान स्ट्राइक लेंगे. लेकिन लास्ट दफा भी इसी क्रूशल टाइम पे वली खान आए थे बैटिंग करने के लिए. देखें अभी कैसा बिहेव होगा इनकी तरफ से. अच्छे हिट अच्छा हिट कर लेते हैं वली खान. देखें अभी स्पिन को कैसे टैकल करेंगे ये. रन रेट भी बढ़ता हुआ.
Another ball with no pace on whatsoever.
The Tigers have clearly done their homework against Wally Khan. They are not giving him any pace whatsoever. Wally Khan has no option right now, but he's got to go. He's got to go, and it's got to go right now. Expect the ball to either swing high, swing low, or swing out.
Let's go for the latter. That ball's been hit to deep mid wicket. As you said, he's got to go. There is the dance. He got the move like Jagger.
I've seen the dance. It's not pretty, but it got the job done. Wicket down, Wally Khan out. The Vipers are now 5 down.
देखें कोई पेस नहीं था इस बॉल के ऊपर. वली खान ट्राई किया हिट करने के लिए लेकिन नाकामयाब रहे. इस दफा सीधा फील्डर के हाथों में और जल्दी वापस जाएंगे डगआउट में वली खान.
Yeah, he's got to depart the scene here. Back to the hut, unfortunately, and it is Alex Scullard now making his way out there to the middle. Where are the Vipers going to get these runs? It's difficult to hit boundaries out there. Now what the Tigers have done, they're taking the pace off the ball altogether. Telling the Vipers, if you want pace on it, you've got to create it yourself. And the rate is just constantly on the up here. Here is our sponsors, all of them. A great deal of thanks to them. Billy 777, Crick Harder, D247, ID 247, Golden 444, World 777, Winfair 247, JSK 1, and of course Golf Ticket, as well as Taj 777.
देखिए यूजिन ऐसा लग रहा है कि टाइगर्स बहुत अच्छा रीड करके आए हैं वाइपर्स के बैट्समैन को.
12 runs and over. 12 runs and over from here on in. No pace on it. Oh, there's a run-out opportunity. I think it went the wrong end. I think it's gone to the wrong end. They need 2 runs a ball.
Like I said, if they had put the balls in the gaps in the early overs, they wouldn't be in this position right now. Now, Abdul Parker has got no option. He's got to go big now.
Oh, that's the time he did go a little bit quicker. He just managed to get the ball here to square leg for the single. What an over, folks. What an over by J-Lo.
We even got to see some Gangnam style there after the fall of the wicket, after the fall of Wanakar's wicket. Very interesting to note, very interesting to see. His dancing is not as good as his bowling. Thank goodness.
Well, we're into the last 2 overs. They're going to stick with spin. It's still going to be Fortuin. Jason Fortuin, he's still going to be bowling. He's off his ear. They've got a role to do, the Vipers. Can you add him and even? We've got to a situation where they need 26 runs from 12 deliveries.
देखें यूजीन, ये बहुत ही क्रूशल ओवर होने वाला है। ये 12 बॉल पे 26 रन्स नीडेड हैं। और देखें एक ओवर।
Oh, it's a mis-stumping, is it? We'll have a look. It's just going to be, let's wait and see. Yeah, it's a bye, so it's a mis-stumping again.
Well, the Tigers won't be too worried about that. They need 13 runs and over right now to win the game. The Tigers clearly are in the pound seats, and it's their game to lose.
लेकिन क्रिस, यहाँ से किसी का भी गेम हो सकता है। हमने बहुत अच्छे चेज हुए मैचेस देखे हैं, अच्छे डिफेंड भी देखे हैं। क्या विक्टोरिया वाइपर्स जीत की जानिब जाएंगे?
Big shots of 2, but I don't think that's going to be forthcoming. It's just going to be 1.
It's 24-10 right now. It is almost, you would want to say, beginning to seem insurmountable for the Vipers, and they looks like they're going to fall to their first defeat of this tournament.
Oh, it's again a big shot for running hard, and it's just going to be the 2 runs. They need more than that. There it is, folks, there it is. Still 9 balls remaining. 9 balls remaining. Oh, that beats Jason Fortuin. It's scored, shouts for 2. Are they going to come back? No, they're not. Oh, if it hit the stump, it was gone for all money.
It looks like there's no urgency between Parker and Scarlett here. They've got to get more. They've got to put the balls in bigger gaps and run those 2s right now. Had he hit there, it clearly would have been out. All ends up, like you said, Eugene.
Oh, this is just guided down to third man. The dive comes in. I'm not sure why he dived there. Oh, this is all happening here. Tell you, I've seen some things in this match.
I've seen some things that I haven't seen at my cousin's cricket club. But it's been interesting to see that they seem to have put some urgency in their running right now.
देखिए यूजिन, आपको शॉट क्रिएट करना होगी, आपको गैप्स ढूंढना पड़ेगी, लेकिन सो फार अभी तक हमने देखा नहीं ऐसा। एक दफा फिर कदमों का इस्तेमाल, लेकिन एक क्यू पाकर टोटली मिस हुए इस बॉल पे, और कीपर ने।
There it is, a stumping goes the way of Lincoln Simons there. Manages to hold on to that. Batter didn't even try to get back, and that is the 3rd wicket for Jason Fortuin. He's had a good outing today, only conceding the 11 runs, I think. But he's had a valuable outing for the Tigers as they are trying to defend 73, and it looks like the favourites to do that.
A regulation stumping there. They've got to score 18 in the last over. Given what we've seen over the previous 9, you kind of feel that they won't get that, Eugene.
Well, 17 runs get us a supernova. Let's keep that in mind as well still.
While they're 6 down, the number 8 batsman is coming in right now. They've got 3 sixes will do it for them. I'm not sure they can do it.
We haven't seen 3 sixes in 1 innings, mate. You want to see it in 1 over.
Well, there's a saying where I come from, your faith is strong. The force is strong with you. Let's be optimistic for the Vipers' sake.
I'll try to be, mate. I'll try. But it is going to be, by the looks of it, Ethan Adams. Oh, that is just going to be 1. I think it was more the ball hit his knee rather than the knee hitting the ball there.
Yeah. So Sergio Pringle's now the new batsman to face. He was one of the star bowlers for the Vipers now. It's all on his shoulders. He has no chance. He has no time to get his eye in. He's got to go from the get-go.
Yeah, the situation dictates he's just got to swing, as you say, from the rafters. Full toss, hit onto the leg side. It's just going to be one. Well, 16 from 4. 4 fours will do it. It's been that type of day here for the Vipers. Very frustrating. That's in the air. It's making his way down too long on. It's lit. Oh, here comes a throw. This is going to be a run out. Oh, is it a run out? Ah. Energizer, he's in the mix here today, earning his stripes, a third umpire. So again, we're going to have to see a decision pending here.
देखें यूजीन बहुत ही शॉकिंग चेस था मेरे लिए एक्चुअली आई मीन बहुत ज़्यादा डॉट बॉल्स भी हुई हैं इस इनिंग्स में.
And this might well be the final nail in the coffin. Let's look at this. Ooh. Ooh, that's close. He's out. He's out of his ground, but is that close? Did he hit his arm first? He's out.
Oh, he's got to go back to the hutch, and that is, by the looks of it, Sergio Pringle making his way back. And it's been that type of day for the Vipers. Just nothing seemed to go their way here today, especially with a bat. There's still 3 balls remaining, so they completed 1 run, so they still need 15 off 3. One of these balls need to go out the park.
It appears the force is not strong enough for the Vipers today.
Session Bam now making his way to the non-strikers in.
He's walking with intent here, though. So if he gets the face of the ball, you feel that he's going to give it hell for leather here.
Full toss again. How's it running? Here comes Roadrunners. The throw is a wild one. So just a 2. So, bar any extras here, you might as well take your car key and start the car, mate.
Yep. Let's get the lady to start singing.
Super over, Eugene. What do you say?
There he goes. Gets it straight. Middle stump. Does another Simone. And he's got to go back here. And the Tigers have wrapped this up for sure.
Great ball to the new batsman. As I said, he was going to go. He had no option but to swing hard and swing high. Missed it. You miss. I hit. Aiden Adams, great ball. Thoroughly deserved that wicket. The Vipers are basically done.
There it is. That's the equation. Reminds me of the, what was it, the 1991-92 World Cup. 22 runs near of 1 ball.
It was 92.
92, there we have it. It was also a team in green, wasn't it?
Unfortunately, it was.
Akila Bas now going to the middle. He's only got 1 ball to face. This game is done and dusted, folks. It's going to be victory to the Tigers, a much-needed victory that's going to take them up to 4 points. There's certainly jostling. Early stages, though, in this competition, but the jostling for that playoff position has surely started. Gives in the short ball. Oh, he's been given out. He's been given out as well, so they lose a wicket on the last delivery. And that, as they say, is that, folks. It is wrapped up, and it's victory by 12 runs to the Tigers.
Good bouncer to end the innings, and a great throw by the wicketkeeper, well out of his crease. That's the end of the game.
Another Wolf 7-7-7 wicket. 10 proceedings here. And what a game we've had here, folks. What a game we've had. The Tigers, they were batting first. They only got 73. We say only. The average score here is 77. And I tell you what, the average score overall it seems like it's on the way down here because teams are not chasing well. There's the scorecard of the Vipers. Fahad Khan, he got 23. A lot depending on him because wickets fell around him all the time and consistently as well, and they just couldn't get anything going in terms of momentum towards that 74 that was needed for victory. Another thing to look at, only 3 extras bowled by this team, the Tigers, and that's excellent from them as well. Plenty of men there that we can talk about as well. So, again, here's the match summary there for us, folks. The Tygerberg Tigers victorious over the Victoria Vipers by 12 runs. We're going to show you the highlights package here of that second innings, and then we'll go to the post-match interviews with both captains. With the captains of the Stars 777 presents Stars Cricket Club League T10 Cricket. Ghastly animal. It was match 15 that we just seen. It was a match between the Victoria Vipers. They were sponsored by ID 247, and the match between Tygerberg Tigers sponsored by Golden 444. It is the Tigers that are victorious in this one. So I'm going to ask Mahmoud Peterson, the captain of the Vipers, to just join me for a wee chat here. And Mahmoud, I don't know where to start. Maybe you can enlighten us. Where do you think you guys just missed out on that one?
Look, conditions was tough. I don't think we summed it up quick enough. And too many bad balls we just didn't put away at the end of the day. Tight margins, 1s and 2s wasn't quite enough. So, yeah, back to the drawing board.
You guys won the toss early on as well. And one feel that maybe the fielding, you could have been a little bit sharper there. You don't want to give teams extra 1s or 2s, and it seemed to prove a point today.
Look, we always go back to that first game we played. We only had 2 misfields and it went for 4. We bowled no wides, so that was sort of our blueprint. We kind of lost it now. Last game, about 20 runs we gave away, drop catches and 2s. This game could be about 10 to 15, so I think it's definitely our fault.
Just shows the margin of error here in the T10 format. It just gets sort of magnified in this format, doesn't it?
Definitely, and The small change in the game was obviously when they brought on their spinners. Again, we didn't adapt. Small margins, the quicker you adapt, the less time you give the opposition to get back into it.
You're still in this tournament as well. Still a lot to take forward into your next game. Go well for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
That is Mahmoud Peterson. He is the captain of the Vipers. I'm going to ask the victorious captain here of the Tigers is Antley Adams. And Antley, first and foremost there, you guys lost the toss and it seems like scoreboard pressure has paid off for you boys.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to have a win under the belt, though.
Yeah, a few of your boys really came up as well. I mean, Lincoln Simons looked a little bit sharp up front there as well. He gave you guys a little bit of a start again. Severiano Kipero coming in later on. Maybe some flexibility in your team as well.
Yeah, I took the decision to give Chevy. He's a match winner for us. For us to kick on, I have to have him in the bank for me. Like we lost him in the game before this, we lost him a bit early, and we didn't have any in the tank though at the back of the end. But at the end of the day, it's a risky game. Basically, you're always under the pump.
Your bowling was very good today, only conceding 3 extras in the whole duration of at 10 overs as well, and some good youngsters there for you as well. You must be fairly proud of them.
Yeah, they're stepping up, so I'm very happy with them.
Hope to continue this momentum that you're trying to build up now. It's only your 3rd game, so another win for you boys.
Yeah, thanks.
Go well.
Cheers, thank you.
That is the words there of Antley Adams. He is the captain of the Tigers. They are victorious here over the Vipers in this very entertaining match. Join us again at 1:30 for some more. TARS 7-7 presents TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal. Match 16 awaits us at 1:30.